H&L presents The Age of Medonia, Part 17, The End. Return now back to hell, to Orr and Ricardo Yellow. Ricardo Yellow felt a strange surge of energy coursing through his body. And as his energy grew, his wisdom and knowledge also grew. Orr asked his lord, "What has happened to you?" And Ricardo Yellow began to explain to him, saying, "Don't you not see it? This power, my body. My body harvests the great power which Manikan and Sharon always wanted. But because he was possessing my body, he couldn't reach it to him personally. But now I see that the first spin have been defeated, and the powers of the first spin generals are mine. Powers in space and time, making my own dimensions, as he actually made a own dimension for the flowers and showed all, and then he instantly destroyed. And then he had the ability to transform, so he transformed himself into a three-headed dragon and began to laugh and spew a fire and say, "Ha ha 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 ha. I have the power to levitate as well, to fly." And then he lightning speed all across hell in milliseconds, right back behind Orr. Orr was stunned. I said, "What? Did you left? How did you get behind me?" And then the color yellow returned back to his normal self and exclaimed, "I must have done it. All the powers of the legendary first spin of the great power are mine. Or it is time to make our portal and escape this hell and return back to my kingdom of Kichuru." As he was about to do this, Quick-a-Time, a former Kinkala officer, now free since the Kinkala were no more, returned to his homeland for the first time of Kichuru. There he met with King, and King welcomed Quick-a-Time to their forces, knowing that all of Kichuru was now united, and a brave and talented officer like Quick-a-Time would serve well in the future of Kichuru. But just when the two were about to retire inside for tea, suddenly a strange pole of hellish proportions appeared before them, and they walked out of the portal was a confident, vibrant, and reformed, and more powerful Ricardo Yellow and Orr right behind them. Quick-a-Time was shocked. A portal from hell? Impossible. The king was stunned and immediately got on his knee and said, "Lord Ricardo Yellow, you have returned. But how? I thought my concern destroyed you." And then Ricardo Yellow replied, "No, he only possessed my body. When he was destroyed, his soul in essence destroyed. But my body, myself, my person, has never been defeated. I am glad that you recognize me as your king." And then Ricardo looked at Quick-a-Time, who was unsure whether to bow or to stand. And he said to everyone, "Stand up. Quick-a-Time, welcome to the side of Kichuru. Your lord is pleased." And then Ricardo Yellow stood in front of the door of the castle and began to make a short speech to his people and said, "For too long, those in power, those in the old guard who dared, those in power, those in the old guard that used people that they thought were inferior to them to fight their battles, and so their people on themselves will not get much damage. Treated us like slaves and second-class citizens in the universe, manipulating us, putting us in chains, forcing us to fight one another for their wars. Now that age is over. Many of those old powers, and the builder, bankering, and insuring, are either no more or too weak to wear anything. Medonia was once a part of those powers fighting amongst themselves, But the people decided to get together as one. And now, look at the result. We have reached the status of those old powers and become something great. I too had led Kichuru to its glory, but was robbed by outside forces. But I, and my rebirth and my return, is proof of my power, proof of why I had won the legendary fighters. Act back all then. Don't you fools not see it? Don't those fools not see it? But Kichuru would never ever again be slaves to anyone. But the power of the great power, and now with the power of the first spin, we Kichuru will no longer be slaves or allies, but masters of the universe. Join me, your king, your leader, and we will bring forth a new age, an age of Kichuru. And with that, all the soldiers and people of Kichuru rejoiced. Now Varakal Yellow had returned, and given his power, he was now singly the most powerful warrior in all of the universe. With an unknown threat about to rise, how would the current new Medonian Empire respond, and how would the remaining powers react to the eventual reveal of the return of Ricardo Yellow?